All right, so new patch dropped. What happened? What happened is we got kind of nerfed. So we were technically bug abusing. All right, with the Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice, Cold Infusion, Lightning Infusing thing. That was literally bug abusing. So fixed Infusion Support Gems on Herald skills, applying the gain damage as extra elemental damage to all attacks instead of just damage from the Herald skill. Yeah, so that was a lot of damage gone. My tooltip, I made some gear changes, but my tooltip was like 30k in hideout. Now it's quite a bit lower. It was a lot lower until I switched out some supports. I'll go over that soon. You can see I deal no cold damage now. The only way I was getting cold damage was from Herald of Ice giving me extra damage as cold. So I don't do cold damage anymore, which means I don't chill, which means I don't shatter. So I don't use that ring anymore. I'm using 2 real rings now because I really wanted to get res cap, so I'm res cap now. I have a decent amount of chaos res that I got from these gloves and this soul core. Yeah, here's my 2 new rings. This one's really good, has chaos res. This one's also good. Not really, because it's on an iron ring base, but whatever. Big thing is you no longer use this thing because maybe if you have cold damage on your bow instead of pure fizz bow, it's worth it. If you still want to shatter, but I don't think it's worth putting a bunch of points into. Also, they buffed leech, so it just says leech has been buffed. It doesn't say by how much. I think it's kind of noticeable. I have percent fizz as life and as mana leech on my bow. I sort of notice it on my mana. I don't notice it a lot on my life because I'm running like a bunch of life gain here, like here. Um, I changed my tree because I no longer deal cold damage. I don't take this cold pen because I don't do cold damage. I still take this just for shock magnitude. Shock magnitude's still pretty good. I went up here for more. I was pathing up here. I went down here for this extra jewel socket. So that's something you can do. These are all good nodes. You definitely want to keep this lightning damage is lucky because you only deal lightning damage now if you have pure Fizzbow. Rare damage and unique damage. Probably just this is what I'll do. I finished the accuracy wheel here. I think that's it for the skill tree that I changed. Yeah, everything else pretty much stays the same. Just got rid of the cold pen because you don't do cold damage anymore. Oh, I did to shatter without pulsar kiln. I took some of the freeze buildup. That's gone now though because I don't freeze. But pretty much rundown of the new gems that I use. Still use martial tempo. Still use Innervate. Still use Heft. Although you could put in Rain of Arrows. But they also nerfed that too. I'll show that later. Primal Armament. Pretty much the only thing that I changed is instead of the far shot, I put lightning infusion in here because you're only doing pure lightning, so it's just 25 damage extra lightning. All the rest of these supports are the same. I no longer use magnetic salvo single target, although that might switch later depending on if the boss DPS is really bad. Rain of Arrows did get a nerf only on large hitbox bosses. So some of the pinnacle bosses have really large hitboxes. It got a nerf saying something like you can kind of see the area here. If the boss's hitbox is that whole area, you're gonna nuke the boss. So they just nerfed that a little bit. I run Combat Frenzy now instead of the Alchemist Spirit because Frenzy Charge for Rain of Arrows. I don't use Herald of Ice because it's useless now for me, so I have an extra 30 Spirit. I don't know what I'm gonna put on it yet. That's pretty much the changes. I just wanted to do a little update to let you guys know if you're playing this what to change. Pretty much just go full into lightning damage. Cold is bad. Cold got nerfed, is what I should say, because of the bug abuse being deleted. That's pretty much it. Also, Cast on Crit got kind of reworked, but yeah, you can check the patch notes. I'll put them in the description. Yeah, that's it. Good luck. The build's still good. Like, it's still decent damage, just lost maybe like 20% damage. It's not awful. All right, I guess I'll do a mapping update as well. I'll show T14 with the post nerf changes just so you can see kind of what the differences are, what the build looks like without shatters and stuff. It is going to be slower clear speed without the shatters, and I'm not using Death Rush anymore because I just needed the resistance. But I think eventually you can fit at least Death Rush back in with good enough gear. But yeah, I mean, the damage, the clear is still pretty good. And a T14, my gear has not really changed. The most I've upgraded are jewels on my tree. Also, I would recommend volleying decent jewels that you have in your tree, because there's a potential to just add a 5th mod. That happened to a couple of my jewels, nothing crazy, but it's like free gear upgrade. I mean, you can obviously brick your jewel too, but it's not as bad as PoE 1. It'll just replace 1 or 2 mods with something random. And good jewels right now are only like 5x or something, so just buy a couple of them and vol them. That's what I did. Two X from 1 monster. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, obviously you can still see the clear is decent. I might switch to magnetic salvo instead of freezing salvo for single target. Freezing salvo is kind of like a support thing. Like, it just freezes that rare for me so I can hit him, which is nice, obviously, but magnetic salvo just like one shots, and I might just switch back to that. You can see the breach here without shatters, just kind of the differences. Honestly, not that bad. Sometimes you get a few 1 health monsters that would have died from a shatter, but it didn't. I've also changed my filter a little bit. I'll put that in the description as well. It's just a little bit brighter, more customized. Hides a lot of the normal and magic junk. Like, I'll press Alt here, you see all that crap. I don't want to see that anymore, so got it hidden.
Don't mind if I do.
Tier 4 amulet, holy. Gotta get like high tier life regen and stuff. Wait, let's just ID it right now. Life all res, mana recoup. It's a lot of percent max ES. Maybe not bad. A lot of people have spirit on their amulet though. Maybe we'll slam it. See if we get anything good. Boom, 10 dex. Yeah, it's not good. Uber Lab, I think, was fixed after the patch. I've been watching some streamers. I don't know if they've successfully done it yet. They said they fixed the 4th floor sanctum door from not being visible. Except I heard from somebody that it is visible now, but when you click it, nothing happens. So maybe just wait a little bit to do Uber Lab until you know for sure that it works, so you're not wasting your time. They did kind of give a tool tip though for, I'll show it on one of my trials, for if you get Ascendancy points, which is nice. There's a map, T14, whatever. I mean, clear speed is decent still. My inventory is completely full. Is this good? Who knows? This good? Who knows? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, trials. Yeah, completing this Ascension trial will grant additional Ascendancy skill points, and if you hold Alt on this, it tells you like set 1 is floor 1 of the trial, set 2 is floor 2 of the trial, or completing Trials of Chaos. Set 3 is floor 3 of the trial, or completing N trials from Chaos. Set 4 is floor 4. And then the secret challenge locked behind the door, which is like these things. You have to buy 3 of these things to fight the trial master. I was watching Snap and Empyrean's group do that. I don't know if they've completed it. They're literally doing it right now, so I don't know if it'll work. They don't either. Yeah, I mean, that's the build update. Good luck. I mean, build's still good. It's fine. Just a little bit less damage. And I went to the map on accident. Whatever. See ya. Some questions in the comments or whatever. And that item is worth more than 4x. Good to know.